They grapple with the issues head to head, breaking down the walls, no words misread, chasing dreams and truths they've led. In the ring of talk, no one's misled. No holds barred, this is the play. Come along the podcast way. Tyler, Jayson, Jackie J. Hear the truth, no shades of gray. From the ropes to the mics, they're roaring loud. Echoes in the air, drawing a crowd. Their stories climb mountain proud, taking on the world, voices unbowed. No holds barred, this is the play. Come along the podcast way. Tyler, Jayson, Jackie J. Hear the truth, no shades of gray.
All right, we are back. Welcome to episode 4 of the No Holds Barred podcast. And let me tell you right now, you are not going to want to miss this episode because we've got some big news.
Oh yeah, huge news today. But before we get into that, I gotta take a second to say that I am so sorry that I wasn't here for the last episode. As most of you know, I was out sick. I was dealing with pneumonia, and that was not fun at all. But I just want to thank everyone who sent me messages, who posted comments, and sent me DMs wishing me a speedy recovery. Seriously, that meant a lot. I also got to give major props to my brother here because he masterfully hosted the last episode without me, even though I know it must have been weird with me not being there. But, you know, you had Michael Cole on there. Connor Warren was on there. So, you know, at least you weren't alone, Jack.
Hey, I did what I had to do, but don't worry. I'm glad to have you back at full strength. But yeah, episode 3 of No Holds Barred was great. I took care of a lot of the questions and it went great.
Damn right, Jack. And no, I know you did really well. When it was uploaded to my YouTube channel, I listened to it, and yeah, you did really good. I liked how you explained our history of being in the WCWO in Indianapolis. I enjoyed how you answered the questions of like how we met, basically, like if we were close or not. And yeah, Jack, you talked about, you know, us being half siblings and everything, and that was really nice. I applaud you, seriously. Anyway, though, to the people listening, you are going to want both of us here for today's episode, and I'm so glad that I'm back. We've got some major updates, including news on Ring of Victory. And let's just say that we might be talking about a certain potential partnership with the biggest wrestling company in the world.
Oh yeah. We are not holding back in regards to that news today. Buckle up, because this one is gonna be big. And Tynan, thanks for saying that about me doing a good job on episode 3. I appreciate that. In regards to our relationship and our past in WCWO, I wanted to make sure I told it accurately.
Well, you did a fantastic job, Jack, and I am so ready for this episode. This is going to be an advertisement-free episode. So yeah, no advertisements, no commercials or podcast commercials, none of that. So just straight up talking until we're fucking done.
Alright, let's get into our first big topic of the day. Because, man, there's been a lot happening lately. And one of the biggest things? Well, I think it's only fair to let Tynan talk about this one, since it involves him directly.
Yeah, Jack, this has been a long time coming. Well, I say long time, but I wasn't even with CAW that long. But I guess it should be addressed anyway. I mean, right, the world already knows about it, so. 5 days ago, on February 26th, Chaos Action Wrestling, the official account, obviously, put out a post on X confirming that I have been released from my contract upon my request. And yes, I requested a pull from my contract. There's a lot of reasons that we're going to get into, so.
Yeah, I got it right here. I'm gonna edit it into the video anyway, but this is what they tweeted. Fandom Anxiety has been released from his CAW contract tonight upon his request. We wish Tyler Jayson the best in all his future endeavors, and especially in Ring of Victory.
So yeah, that's official. I'm done with CAW, and if you're wondering, and I know you are, why I decided to opt out of my contract after only participating in 3 matches for the company, the truth is I just wasn't having a good time working for CAW.
Damn, just straight up not enjoying it? That sucks, man, especially because you're in the most recent promotional image for CAW. It just seems like a waste.
I know, Jack, I know. But it just wasn't the same. The locker room energy alone in CAW just wasn't the same like back in Ring of Valor. It felt off. Like in Ring of Valor, even with all the backstage politics, you could tell that most of the roster actually wanted to be there, that they cared for one another, up until the end anyway. There was this mutual respect, even when people didn't get along, you know? But in CAW, I didn't feel that. There was a hostility with everyone, not just with me, but with each other as well. It was a very negative energy, a very negative wrestling company, and I just didn't feel like I belonged there. And yeah, it was fun having my image slapped on the promotional image for the show. It was great, whatever. But on top of everything, after 3 matches, you know, the script had me losing 3 times in a row. I don't know what they were going for, but now I'm not going to find out. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the kind of guy who needs to win every match to be happy. I've lost some matches on Ring of Valor Chaos. You know, losing is a part of the business, and I've taken plenty of L's in my career. But when you're brought in fresh and the first thing they do is bury you match after match, it just makes you wonder, what is the goddamn point?
Yeah, Tynan, that's ridiculous. Like, I get paying your dues, but when it becomes a pattern and they're not giving you anything meaningful to work with, then yeah, I'd start feeling like it's a waste of time too. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, brother.
Exactly, Jack, and, you know, thank you. I really appreciate it, man. But honestly, what really sealed the deal for me at CAW was how reckless they were when it came to my health and the health of their other wrestlers. Like, we've already talked about this, but I was literally sick with pneumonia. I wanted to be home. I wanted to get some rest. I could barely breathe. I was physically exhausted, and instead of letting me recover, I was still forced, because of my contract, to wrestle. And in my first 2 matches, my debut against TJ on Valentine's Day, and the match the night after against Axe G, it was bullshit. It was bullshit. And I was in a lot of pain, not just from the Hell in a Cell and the damage I took in both matches. I was in a lot of pain internally. It was literal hell, and I would not wish this on anyone, Jack.
Dude, that's fucking insane. Like, wrestling is dangerous enough when you're at 100%, but when you're out there with a severe respiratory illness, not only is that a health risk to you, but it's also a risk to the guys you're in the ring with. That's just reckless booking on Michael's part.
Dude, right? And you know, I even told him, I said, hey, I'm not in good condition to be competing. And you know what Mikhail Shihada told me? Just push through it, Tynan. Like, bro, that was all I needed to hear. That was the moment I knew, okay, this is not for me. I'm out.
Yeah, that's unacceptable, bro. You're telling me Mikkel actually forced you to work through pneumonia just to get their matches taped? That's just disgusting.
Bro, what? Jack, his name is Mikhail, not Mikkel.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Bro, it's fine. Anyway, yeah, so at that point I was completely done. I didn't hesitate when I visited Mikkel later to talk to him about my contract. I didn't have any second thoughts once it was done. And before it was done, I told him I'm out. Just let me go. And to be fair, he granted my release pretty quickly, probably because he either knew he messed up or he didn't fucking give a shit about me anyway. I don't know at this point. And honestly, I don't care.
Well, good. I'm glad you got out of there. Because honestly, it just sounds like a toxic environment. And listen, Ring of Victory will actually give a damn about the talent. So if you weren't vibing with CAW, good riddance. You made the right call.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, Jack. I have zero regrets at the end of the day, and I'd rather be in a place where I feel valued and respected anyway. And right now, that place is Ring of Victory, and I can't wait for our debut show sometime later this month. And speaking of this month, we're going to get, and speaking of Ring of Victory, we're going to get to the news regarding the biggest wrestling company in the world that we teased at the start of this episode. At some point during this episode, we're going to get to that. That's probably going to be the last thing that we talk about, because the next thing I want to talk about is the Legion's official first match 2 days ago. Me and Jack's victory against JTG and Chris Danger. And man, was it a match.
Oh man, I can't wait to talk about this. You were great. I was great. We were great. The Legion was so fucking great. Alright, so just 2 days ago, on March 1st, Tynan and I had our first official match as the Legion at DPW.
Oh yeah, this was big for us. The Legion's debut match as a team, and our opponents were none other than wrestling veteran JTG himself. You know, Crime Time. Love it. Love them. Rest in peace, Chad. Rest in peace, buddy. And JTG's partner, the man himself, the guy that you and I both fought previously, Chris Danger.
That's exactly right, Tynan. And let's just say, we showed out. I mean, that was a hell of a fight, and I gotta give credit where it's due. JTG and Chris, they brought it.
Yeah, Jack, they did. Chris is always gonna be a dangerous opponent. I mean, he defeated me, unfortunately. And JTG, the dude hasn't lost a single step in the ring. But in the end, the Legion came out on top, because of course we did. And that's exactly how we wanted to start this journey.
Facts. And honestly, it was full circle for us, because like you mentioned earlier, before this tag match, we both had singles matches against Chris Danger at DPW.
Yep. You faced Chris Danger first, and you defeated him. And it was a great match. I enjoyed watching it. And then 2 weeks later, I had my match against Chris the night before I realized I had the pneumonia and couldn't get out of my contract with CAW. So my match with Chris was the night before my match with CJ. And we've already talked about that. We've already talked about the bullshit. But thank God I wasn't suffering heavily anyway. You know, I was unknowingly filled with pneumonia when I fought my match against Chris, but you know, it was fine. It didn't affect me in the match, but it still didn't result in my favor at the end. I lost clean, even with you as the special guest referee, which, you know, you called it down the middle. Great job, by the way, Jack. It still didn't go in my favor, but I enjoyed the match. It was a great opportunity. No regrets.
Yeah, you definitely caught that L, my guy. And thanks, Tynan. I appreciate the support. It was fun reffing your match with Danger. These opportunities with Deadlock. Pro wrestling has been amazing for our careers, bro.
Yeah, Jack, they have been. We're really making our mark, you and I, in the professional wrestling world. I mean, obviously, you are more successful than I am, but, you know, it is what it is. We came through this together, and we're going to get through this together. And as far as taking that L, thanks, brother. Way to rub it in. But it's fine. You're a jackass, but, you know, I love you. But listen, Jack, what matters now is that we come together as a team, and we won. We defeated JTG and Chris Danger. We won the match. We won where it really counted. The Legion is officially here, and we're only getting started.
Exactly. This was just the first step in making the Legion a force to be reckoned with. And moving forward, we're looking to dominate the tag division, in our ROV, and anywhere else we go. We want gold, respect, and a legacy that lasts.
Our ROV. Could not have said that better myself, Jack. You and I, we're building something real here with the Legion. Something that's going to stand the test of time. So if anyone that's listening to No Holds Barred thinks that the Legion was just a one-time deal at DPW before we show up at Ring of Victory, think again. Because we are changing the tag team division. Especially with the big announcement that we've been teasing this entire episode and are going to talk about in just a few moments.
And speaking of that, Tynan, I think it's time to finally reveal that Ring of Victory is on WWE's radar.
Yeah, fuck it. This is it. This is the end. This is the time to talk about it. So, Jack, it started with you. So how about you do the honors, buddy?
Alright, here it is, and honestly, I still can't believe it. Triple H himself, Paul Levesque, the CCO of WWE and TKO, personally called me to discuss an official partnership between WWE and Ring of Victory. You know what? Just listen to this.
Hey, is this the right number for Jack Jayson? Hi, I'm Paul Levesque, the CCO of World Wrestling Entertainment and TKO. I'm calling to offer a partnership between WWE and your company, Ring of Victory. I understand that your company debuts next month, and I personally want to aid in its success. Please give me a call back at this number. I'd appreciate it.
Let that sink in, people. This wasn't just a random executive calling my brother. This was Paul Levesque himself, Triple H, offering a partnership for Ring of Victory. Like this is fucking insane.
Yeah, Tynan, I couldn't believe it once I played back the voicemail a couple days ago. But this is real, and if everything goes the way it's looking right now, ROV and WWE could be working together in an extended official capacity. I'm going to edit Ring of Victory's official logo into Paul Levesque's voicemail as a sort of teaser. I'm so fucking excited.
Man, what a game changer. What a time to be alive right now. And Jack and I understandably cannot reveal all of the details of this partnership yet. I don't even think we have all of the details yet. But we can't really say anything more. But this is obviously, before it even has left the ground, this partnership is going to elevate Ring of Victory into a new height that we wouldn't even know about without this partnership. Probably. So I'm generous of Paul Levesque, and I'm excited for this. I can't wait to see where this takes us.
Facts, brother. We obviously don't know what Ring of Victory would be like without this potential partnership, and now we don't have to find out. And with that, I think it's safe to say, this is just the beginning. I'm Jack Jayson.
And I'm Tynan McDonald. And this is the
This is
No
the No
Holds Barred
Podcast.
podcast.